Let's clean up my makeup room.
Makeup restock videos are no longer about running out of products, they are about the performance of abundance, the satisfaction of seeing excess look aesthetically organized. The most dangerous thing about makeup restock videos isn't just the spending, it's how they convince us that overconsumption look responsible as long as it's neatly organized. At first glance, makeup restock videos seem harmless. You know, those soft lightning, perfectly aligned lip glosses, the redeeming clicking of plastic cap, stopping short, drawers filled with untouched products arranged like luxury display in a department store. Everything felt clean, satisfying, even calming. But beneath the aesthetic is something much more calculated, a culture that has transformed basic replenishment into a performance of excess. These videos are no longer documenting necessity, they are showcasing abundance. What used to be a single replacement of an empty foundation has revolved into elaborate ritual of refilling entire beauty collection that was never truly empty in the first place. And because the products are displayed in these fancy acrylic containers, the excess become visually sanitized. The organization disguised the overconsumption. What made this video so psychologically powerful is that they weaponize satisfaction. The fully stocked drawers trigger the same reward response associated with control, comfort, accomplishment. Viewers begin to associate fullness with stability and emptiness with lack. Suddenly, owning enough makeup no longer feel enough at all. And that's the real issue. Makeup restock videos quietly shift beauty from self-expression into accumulation. It normalizes having backups of backups, purchasing product before finishing the old ones, and treating personal collection like is a retail inventory. This result is a cycle where aesthetic blur the line between organization and also hoarding, encouraging compulsive spending while making unsustainable level of consumption look aspirational. I really want to talk about how these restock videos turn consumption into entertainment. One of the biggest reasons makeup restock videos are so influential is because they no longer present shopping as a practical activity. They transform it into visual entertainment. The art of replenishing products is dramatized through cinematic editing, satisfying sound design, and hyper-organized display that make overconsumption feel pleasurable to watch. A single lip gloss is never shown as just a lip gloss. Instead, viewers present with entire rows of identical products, sliding perfectly into those acrylic compartments, while soft air smart clicking sound trigger the sense of calm and satisfaction. The focus shifts away from the actual usefulness of the makeup and towards to the emotional high created by the process of this restocking, arranging, and displaying this abundance. The organization itself also creates a psychological illusion of responsibility because the products are cleanly arranged and visually pleasing. The excess appears controlled, but aesthetic organization does not cancel out the overconsumption aspect of it. In many cases, it simply disguises it. A drawer with 50 untouched lip oils still represents surplus, even if it looks curated enough to resemble a beauty boutique. What makes restock culture especially powerful is that it removes the guilt traditionally associated with compulsive buying. The shopping is hidden behind the language of restocking, which sound practical and necessary, but many of these videos are not documenting replacement, they are documenting accumulation. The audience is no longer watching someone refill their essential need, they are watching consumerism replaced and packaged with soothing music and is now content. I also want to talk about how this acrylic organization makes excess look aspirational. One of the most manipulative aspects of makeup restock culture is how organization is used to beautify excess. The product themselves are not always the main attraction. The real appeal is the illusion of control, luxury, perfection curated by the setup. You see all those clear acrylic drawers, rotating organizers, mini beauty fridge, and color coordinated shelf transform ordinary consumerism into a curated visual fantasy. The moment makeup is aligned like a high-end store display, the brain stops processing this as clutter. Instead, it starts reading it as success. A person with 20 unopened lip glosses would normally seem excessive, but once these lip glosses are lined up aesthetically under those lid lightning, the overconsumption becomes aestheticized. The organization distracts from the quantity. This is why restock videos are psychologically effective. They trap you in the desire for order and emotional control. For many viewers, the satisfaction does not come from the product themselves. It comes from watching chaos appear structured. Fully stocked drawers create this illusion of preparedness, abundance, stability. Emptiness begin to feel uncomfortable, while overflow starts to feel emotionally rewarding. And over time, this reshaped consumers' habits. People stop buying makeup because they genuinely need it and start buying it to recreate a visual lifestyle they saw online. The goal quietly shifts from having enough to having a collection that look impressive on camera. Beauty products becomes decor, status symbol, and content prom rather than tool that is meant to be used. I also want to talk about how restock culture rewires what normal consumption looks like. The most damaging effect of makeup restock video is not just the product itself, it's the way they quietly redefine what people consider normal. Constant exposure to overflowing beauty collection shift the baseline of consumption so drastically that moderate spending starts to feel inadequate. When viewers repeatedly see influencers casually restocking 10 lip oil, 5 foundation, or entire skincare shelf at once, the brain begins to interpret this habit as standard behavior. A normal size makeup bag suddenly feels small. Finishing one product before buying another starts to feel unusual. Minimalism begins to look like deprivation instead of balance. This is how social media creates consumption inflation. The audience begin desensitized to excess because they are surrounded by it daily. What would have looked extravagant now appears ordinary, even expensive expected. And because these videos are framed as relaxing, productive, or even aesthetic, viewers rarely stop to question the scale of what they are seeing. There's also an aspirational element attached to this collection. Long inventories become symbol of status, femininity, self-care, and even personal success. The message is subtle but powerful. The more products you own, the more put together your life appears. Makeup stop functioning as a creative tool and start functioning as proof of lifestyle achievement. This creates a dangerous emotional cycle. People begin shopping not because they need something, but because they feel visually behind. Their collection does not look full enough. Vanity does not resemble the polished setup that they see. The pressure is no longer about beauty. It's about keeping up with an aesthetic standard built by, perpetual accumulation. And because trend moves so quickly online, satisfaction never lasts. The moment one drawer is full, another product launches, another organizer trends appears, another must-have lip combo take over TikTok. Restock culture depends on those viewers maintaining slightly dissatisfied at all times, because dissatisfaction is what keeps this cycle profitable. If you're ever going to be satisfied with your current shade of makeup, your lip combo, you won't buy. So there's no profit. They have to keep pushing this product to you because that's the way you will want to buy them. If we are ever satisfied with what we have, they will probably not make profit. So they have to keep posting more video, more restock, more videos, because that's the way they will always get to us. So save your money. Makeup restock videos may look harmless on the surface, but they reveal something much bigger about the culture we are living in. They turn overconsumption into aspiration, disguise excess as organization, and blur the line between self-care and compulsive accumulation. What should be simple hour of replacing finished products has revolved into highly curated performance of abundance, one that is designed to keep the viewers emotionally attached to buying more products. Those acrylic drawers, satisfying sound, and perfectly arranged collection are not just the aesthetic. They are psychological tools that make surplus feel comforting, feels luxurious and even responsible. And the more people consume this content, the more disrupted their understanding of normal consumption becomes. The problem is not makeup itself. Beauty can be very creative and deeply personal. The issue is a digital culture that constantly encourages people to equate fullness with fulfillment and accumulation with success, because at some point the product stops serving the person and the person starts serving the endless cycle of consumption. And that's the real danger of restock culture. It convinces people that they are building a lifestyle when the reality is that they are being trained to endless consume. Maybe the most unsettling part of makeup restock culture is that it really feels excessive while they are watching it. It feels relaxing, aspirational, even productive. And that's exactly why it's so effective. Because once consumerism becomes aesthetic, it becomes harder to recognize. The overflow starts looking organized, the compulsive standards start looking responsible, and suddenly buying more products feels less like a choice and more like a lifestyle requirement. So the next time you watch a perfectly curated restock video, ask yourself one question: are you being inspired to enjoy beauty or being coordinated to endlessly consume it? And honestly, it's an era where people are turning their vanities into miniature retail store. Maybe the real flex is finally knowing that enough is enough. Thank you so much for sticking with me in this video. If you enjoy videos on overconsumption, underconsumption, Deinfluencing, and influencer trade that have been normalized, subscribe to this channel. Turn on your post notifications so that you get notified anytime I upload videos. Share this video to a friend who might want it. I am Blessing, and I will see you in the next video.